Hey, how you doing today? So Juan here, and we're going to get into the topic of how to ensure that you and your partner strengthen your relationship as you transition into parenthood. Dun dun dun. Now, parenthood would be that, you and your partner are in a relationship and then you have a child coming into that relationship. Or this video is also supportive to couples that may be going into a blended family, such as, let's say, if I do not have any kids, but my partner has kids, and then I am transitioning and my partner's transitioning into that system where I'm becoming that step parent, if you will, or parent figure to the kids in that household. All right. Now, one strategy I want to share with you has to do with a parenting philosophy, a parenting mission statement. So this is where you and your partner, you sit down, like we're sitting down here, and you have a conversation of what type of parents do we want to be? What type of values do we want to instill in our children? And what can you and I do to make sure that we're doing that? So an example of that would be, I want to make sure that we are role models, we're supportive, we actively engage with our kids, we play with them, we show them that it's okay to show emotion, that we highlight respect with them, right? So I'm saying all of these things. And then my partner and I, we're also looking at how do we bring that to life. So it could be that, I'm going to role model for my kid, for my child, what it's like to be respectful of others. I'm going to do that by showing eye contact, by keeping a controlled tone while I'm conversating, by expressing myself with different uses of terminology, right? So this is where you and your partner are able to highlight that component that I shared with you. That's one strategy. Another strategy is making sure that you and your partner are having a conversation as far as what role do I play in the relationship. Now, this can be for new parents that are bringing home a new child, a newborn, if you will. And this can also be for a parent that's going into a system where the other parent already has kids, and then you're taking on that role. So the conversation here is, what's my role? What's your role? What does that look like in our life as partners and in the life of our kids? This is a really important one to look at in a lot of facets. It could be, what's my role during the nighttime, right? So if you have a newborn and the baby gets up, I need to know my role, because does that mean that you get up, I get up? If we talk about it now and we address it and we highlight, what is your expectations for me? What's my expectations for you? How do we support each other? That reduces a lot of those issues from taking place. Also, if we look at, let's say, a parent that goes into a household that there's already kids in that household, you're able to look at, okay, how do I, input myself into this structured family system without stepping on toes, being mindful of boundaries, but still, putting myself as a supportive guardian-like role. And it could be where, let's say there's a 10-year-old already or a 15-year-old, and they have a biological parent, but you're transitioning in. That maybe you have a conversation with your partner of what your identity is, what your role is within that household. And that's respectful of your partner, and it's respectful of the child too. And this conversation can also take place with, when two parents bring a child into the home. Now, overall, as you're listening to this, again, I think it's important to highlight that overall message of the identity. What is my role? What are the expectations that you have for me, that I have for you? The parenting philosophy, the parenting mission statement, and then how do we bring that into play into the relationship? Now, kids are going to grow up. This is the last statement I'll share with you before we head off. Kids are going to grow up. As they develop, that means that you're going to have to make transitions and shifts in the relationship with your partner and the relationship as parents. Ensure that you and your partner are having conversations about the developmental stages of your child, so that you shift your parenting style, you shift the type of rewards you provide, consequences you have, conversations you have. We're not playing the good cop, bad cop situation. We're both on the same page. We're both moving moving in the same direction at the same pace. So I do hope this video was helpful for you. Again, this video is for parents that are bringing in kids to the home. Congratulations. And this is also to blended families where you may be a single individual and you're transitioning into your partner who has children, so you transition into that blended like family. And congratulations there as well. I think there's beauty and growth in all of those relationships and interactions and situations. I find that it's important for us to be mindful, though, of what is the best or the healthiest approach to take on whenever we move in there. All right? Have a wonderful day. I do hope that this was helpful for you.